Hello everyone, this is Aether and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So just finished that Aether Raids offense match that you will have seen as the previous video. And man, so rigged. I did that to a Vengeance Celeb too. He was like +7 or something. Oh my god. I did it to a Vengeance Celeb too. I live by one. The Ultra Salt. That was not planned at all, by the way. I broke the Dark Shrine because I was like, might as well, I can break it. And, you know, I don't think I'll need the defense. Turns out I did. But that was funny. Of course, realistically speaking, in that situation, I wouldn't have put Nino up there against what's her name? Against Sylvia, if I was actually not fooling around. Because I was kind of doing damage calcs to see if things would work out, but I didn't plan the whole run, which is what I do when I super try hard stuff. So, unfortunately, Selef just does not have enough attack, so he's going to miss the kill again. At least he doubled, so that's pretty cool. And of course, Gale Force gonna help him out here, and well, we're just gonna potato out on our AI movement, unfortunately. But it's not like we would have gotten much done anyways there. And so they do this play, completely unnecessary. I'm just saying, you just debuffed yourself when you could have broken it from to the left of Micaiah. There's no way Sylvia was murdering Micaiah, no matter how low her defense stat was. Like, I'm just saying, you didn't have to do that. So that was just a goof on their part, but it'd be that way at the beginning of the season. I usually do early season goofs as well. I think I had overall -20 lift at the start, or 40 from offense this week. Could be wrong on that, but yeah. Just do normal shenanigans, but I don't know, I'm still thinking about that Selef matchup. It's so silly. That should not happen. And this is why I play Aether Raids. I'm just trolling. Like, there's no reason that stuff should happen at all. I did appreciate their infantry pulse ladder for sure, though. It was definitely a more solid one. Some teams, they just use infantry pulse because they hear about it being good, and so they're like, oh, I should use this too. I can do that. But they don't realize that there's actually a degree of skill involved in using it. Like, I don't know what they were expecting there, but yeah, not the smartest idea to assume that's just fake. Yeah, free kills left and right. Thank you very much. Wombo combo. See you later. Yeah, they're just gonna go for the let's get murdered shenanigans, or pick up the salt kill. That works too. And there we go. An actual win. I don't usually get those. That's usually when people just do not bring the right units to deal with my team. It's like that Yulgir probably was not just going to be able to hit end turn against my team. Maybe, but too lazy to do the calcs, but considering she's up against multiple reds and Glacy Sonya, I don't think that was going to end it well. In general, no vantage or anything, so she was gonna have to take every hit, which, to be fair, if you bait long, you don't have to take that many hits, so I don't know. Although she probably wouldn't be able to 1v1 Sothis too well. Sothis, I don't know. I need to definitely improve this defense. I never said it was a good defense in the first place. It's just good at trolling noobs, pretty much. people who don't know what they're doing, or they just don't bring the right team. This team clearly punishes that because Seliph exists pretty much, and Sonya with Wings of Mercy. The simplest combo in the book, but I mean, it works when it works. Yeah, we're not gonna expect to do anything to these folks. I'm not sure what kind of strategy I want to use for an actual Dark Season defense. I'm pretty sure I want to just do some meme stall strategy where we just combo with Wings of Mercy and like Seliph and maybe Brave Ike down the line. Problem is I just don't have enough Brave Ikes to really justify using him on defense yet, because 20 base res is asking to die against res attacking units. Even if your name's Brave Ike with Irvons, we're fine. Like, it's still not a great time. And then of course it's the do I use distant counter or not thing, and I feel like for Brave Ike, I'm not sure really. Would I use distant counter on him? Maybe, because I could do like Steady Breath, of course. So they're just gonna go for the smart play here, take out Sylvia. So no dancing, and also to remove the Glacies on Sonya. So it's just pretty simple sweep here for them. You can just pretty much hit end turn and call it a day. Because again, my team's not that threatening offensively. It's mostly just trying to get specials off, and that doesn't really work too well. So Pulse Smoke, of course, going to make sure that Vengeance isn't up, but even if it was, she would have been able to tank it anyways, so doesn't matter too much there. So this, of course, wouldn't do that much damage anyways, so I'm pretty sure everything would have just worked out fine for them. Of course, they never actually broke the Panic Manor this entire time, so I don't know why some people just don't, even though they have the option, like when there's no Wings of Mercy threats or dancers, they just don't break it. I just feel like you just break it, not even out of a habit, but it's like just in case you forget about it, because I definitely do forget about the existence of Panic Manor sometimes when I'm doing plans or mobility skills like ground orders. I'll just like look over them, see that they exist, and like, okay, I gotta make sure I keep this in mind, and I just don't. Great stuff. But yeah, in terms of seeing how many people use Brave, because I climb the tier ladder pretty quick in Aether Raids, because, well, I just burn all my ether as fast as I can, not really caring about actually trying to go for high ranks or whatnot. I just play to have fun, and that's what I do, so it's pretty fun. I do like the idea of putting Pulse Smoke on Brave Ike for sure. The specials, besides Hardy Bearing, specials are definitely a way to handle Brave Ike pretty well. Not sure why hitting entrant, like it just works out for them here. But yeah. Pulse Smokes, yep. I also kind of feel like making your Brave Ike super fast during light season, if you're gonna use them on offense, is pretty nice as well. Because people are like, then you can't get doubled and get those ethers off. And I'm like, why are you using ether in the first place? That is my question. Sure, it gets you some more damage output and it gets you some healing and stuff, but I'd rather be taking single hits over double hits. Even though you're reducing the damage from the second hit by 80%, which is a noticeable amount, but you're still taking a bit of damage if some people pack a bunch of damage. I don't know. That's just nothing. At this point, I can't even tell which replays are which, because I don't pay attention to the number of the replay. And a lot of people just brought Brave Ike and Brave Lucina against my team this week with with dual Ephraim and double air, so I kind of just do not know what's going on. Here, unfortunately, I think it's going to be another case of the whoopsie daisies kind of deal. Selef's just going to walk in here and pick up a free kill that never needed to happen. That's usually the case. People just drop units when they never needed to. We're going to proc a measly vengeance on this guy. I just don't feel like Selef actually does that much against teams that... Against like super frail teams, if he's in vantage range with a special, you're dropping one of their units. Like there's no way around it, unless of course they find a way to tank it, like I kind of did on my last video. But I don't know. He feels super lackluster. He's great for setting up Wings and Mercy plays if people bait him, which is always a nice thing. But the Wings and Mercy plays don't usually work anyways. So it's kind of, does it really matter at that point? But yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways you can approach running Brave Ike and Brave Lucina on offense. I mean, I'm just telling you, that's all the story of this week is. And any person with an invested Brave Ike, like plus 10 especially, and plus 10 Dragonflower, Summoner support, all that stuff, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. That's all I gotta say. And I see this person is going for the attack buffing approach, but it doesn't really work because they have 3 infantry units. So I'm just saying, you might have maybe running a different ACL. Sure, like you're buffing attack on your heirs. Most of the time, I don't think you're gonna be relying on that much. I feel like if you would care about that at all, you might as well run like drive attack. But, you know, drive attack still technically is not fully accessible. We get that going for us, but no one can deal enough damage to Ike to one shot on my team. So it's mostly a hardy bearing thing. If I could get some hardy bearing combos going, that'd be pretty nice, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. And yeah, we're just going to see the usual case of let's just go die now. Like, we do take out like half his health, which is pretty decent considering how bad my team is. But, you know, he heals it back up with healing tower, double airs, of course, and all that stuff. It's kind of another reason why I feel like you don't necessarily maybe need to use healing specials. You only bring a healing special like Aether or maybe Soul or whatnot if you're trying to deal with the super powerful teams who have specials and stuff to spam. Hardy bearing definitely makes it important. So I feel like it's still a good idea to run Aether or Soul, but I don't know about Aether. It's just that you're assuming you're getting doubled and all that stuff, which to a degree, if your Brave Ike is slow enough, that makes sense. But like if you look at this Brave Ike here, if the game will show it to me, you know, of Gear Skogul, or however you pronounce the weapon, you're gonna have at least, like with this Brave Ike, 39 speed or even more if you actually give him the field buff like they do here. So he's gonna be already pretty fast. So if you're going for the fast Brave Ike approach, I feel like just Soul is straight up better. You just want to not die. To a degree, you also want to be able to kill, but you can't really guarantee that. If you run into teams like sturdy impact spam teams or whatever, it's pretty important to just be able to heal. I don't know. But here they just corner themselves. So they really should have just gone down the middle, or down the left side, up the left side, not down, up the left side to avoid this in the first place. But I mean, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. They're still going to win the match, but dropping a unit, never a great thing. So they're gonna pick up the kill there, okay. And Brave Ike actually misses the kill by 1. But unfortunately, even though Brave Lucina is debuffed and stuff, we are 1 speed, 2 slow, unfortunately. They don't have ally support. That's another thing that you can definitely do if you're running the 2 together. So 1 speed short from picking up the 1 round KO on Brave Lucina. Unfortunate, but well, we already got a meme kill there, so good enough. So at this point, that's all we can lose this week. So overall, pretty much what I expected. This defense is actually not good at beating the folks who know what they're doing, which is mostly the people who I ran into this week because I climbed the tiers super quick. Basically, I think every day I just rushed my matches at reset, so I would get into the top 50 list for a little bit. But yeah, we can't compete with these people if we're not actually trying. I can see a lot of Altinas here. I'm kind of spooked about Altina, people actually building Altina for defense while she's a bonus unit, which will be in a couple seasons, but I guess we'll be back if there's more replays, but otherwise we'll just go straight to the results then, if there aren't any more replays, so I guess see you then. Alright, here we go. Just the usual replays against people who actually have a working strat. Kappa. So unfortunately this person just has the techs, like just having plus HP Fiorm with the +1 Dragonflower for the extra HP and stuff. My Sylvia of course isn't +10, she has 2 more HP to go there, and she also has Dragon Flowers to go as well. So technically speaking, I feel we could definitely avoid that if Sylvie would actually show up when I summon red. But that's a whole other gotcha problem. The game just refuses to give me... I finally got a Seliph merch the other day from the Altina Mythic Hero banner on my free summon. So that's like the first 5-star, or not 5-star, first unit in the 3-star, 4-star pools that I've been looking for so long. So yeah, here they're just gonna use Pulse Smoke, solid against my team for sure. And of course we're gonna do basically nothing here because, well, Vantage is going to do things, and Sonya does not do anywhere near enough damage all the time, so just not going to work well for us. Disarm Trap, just making their life easier there, but didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's the end of the season anyways, so you don't really need to pick up the Aether structures. That's just for the flex value. But it's a pretty recurring theme for higher tier players. During late season, they just use Brave Ike. Makes sense, of course. It's pretty hard to take out Brave Ike if you aren't using specific techs. Like with Surt or someone where they're just using a super tank strategy where they don't have damage reduction, you can definitely take them out by just spamming a lot of specials. Technically speaking, you can do that with Brave Ike as well, but you have to do a few more specific things before that happens. So for example here, Seliph does quite a bit of damage to Brave Ike, which is cool, but of course we get the awkward healing from there. But you see, like, my specials, they do quite a bit of damage to Brave Ike, and it's not like this. Of course, this Brave Lucina isn't buffing his res, but you know, it's still a +10 plus. It's basically fully maxed out, and he's still taking quite a bit of damage. So that just makes you think, you know, if I actually engineered a defense to counter Brave Ike, then it would definitely be a lot scarier, I would think. But I have a lot of things to think about in terms of what to do for those instances. It's kind of weird, because if you want to counter Brave Ike, you kind of have to run Hardy Bearing. But then you don't want to proc your special right away, so it needs to be like maybe 1 or 2 cooldown. So it's super awkward. I'm just not sure how to go about it. But if you go, I guess I would charge it down to 1. But then that's baitable for sure. Then that would be baitable, you know, people not using Brave Ike would just use some Vantage strat, and I don't have my special up yet, so the Hardy Bearing shot's gonna do basically nothing, and they just get a free kill. So I'm not sure what to do about that part. That's definitely a suspicious part for sure. But I guess maybe if I had like Winter Cecilia or something, that would work out. Yeah, Aether Raids, nothing too special. Never top 1k as usual. Gotta be in tier 27 for that. And of course, even though we're getting to tier 26 because Aether Raid's been going on for so long, soon tier 26 or tier 27 will be top 3k or something like that. So if I actually want to get up there, I probably should get around to doing that. Actually tryharding, but nah. Allegiance battles, top 1k for another week because of water season, of course. And of course in arena, perfectly safe, did not have to go this ham. Just like some of my folks who gave me some intel said, 3,796 is looking to be about the cutoff, and that seemed about right to me. I just decided to go to 3,800 for the clean number, and just to be sure. You can never really be too sure about those things. Not much on defense this week, just 1 win, but it's all you need for the feathers. And while arena assault, we're just looking solid because it's water wind and people just have a hard time scoring well. So easy top 1k there. So I guess we'll be back when the results come in. Here we go. So just another week of stuff over. Barely out of top 2k, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. So let's see, armor school, not going to be a big deal for me. I don't use armors. People don't really use armors against me, and if they do, this isn't going to change the matchups against them anyways. So I'm probably mostly concerned about, I don't really know, probably Naga bonus, because people that therefore have an extra space, I guess you want to call it, on their offense teams, so my defense gets to perform even more poorly. But allegiance battles time, and top 1k again. Last week of top 1k streaking, probably. I could probably do it if I swapped blessings, and I might swap blessings unironically because of arena. We'll have to see, because I don't know how high the cutoffs are going to be. It's going to be ridiculously high. There's legendary Ike as bonus. It's Earth season. It's also fire season, so it's going to be pretty ham. That I can say for sure, but we'll be back after I screenshot this, I guess. So yeah, we're definitely on our way to a bunch of shenanigans up in the upcoming season. Not sure what we're gonna do yet. I'm just gonna put legendary Ike on defense while I still remember to do that, because I do forget to change out my units. He is only +2 for me, so that's probably gonna be a big struggle in terms of if I do use him in arena and whatnot. But we'll leave him around, see what we run on him, because I never actually I don't think I actually ever committed an actual B skill on him. Probably end up giving him renewal or something like I do on literally every unit. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Aether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.